Hello everyone, and welcome back to the beta 1.7.3 world here. This is month number 4, and happy 2026. I'm super excited to grow the channel this coming year, and I want to thank each and every one of you for leaving comments and liking and subscribing, and we're almost at triple digits, so if you enjoy, please subscribe. Anyways, we're not going to waste any more time here, we're going to get right to it. And we're here at Gugus Island, just like we were on episode 1, and I've made the return here because I've been working on the 3rd floor of the Goodies and Trinkets building, which is the storage room here. Yeah. So I had previously mentioned that I wanted to collect every single beta 1.7.3 item. Everybody knows about this list that exists on the internet. It shows every single item that you can collect in the game and the ones that you can't. And I've decided to put a bunch of boxes here. Kind of, I don't know. I kind of want to make this a little more nice, maybe decorate it a little more. But it's got almost every item in the game, and I kind of want to highlight the ones that I want to collect hopefully this coming month, but we'll see. I did get a job promotion, and that means I'm going to be working a lot more, so I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of time to play Minecraft, but I have a lot of goals for this channel, and we're going to talk about that towards the end of the video. But anyways, let's look at some of the stuff that we have. We got a bunch of stuff here. We're missing spruce items, and I guess a birch log. I have birch in the world, I just haven't put it in here yet. But yeah, spruce. I haven't found any taiga or any snow biomes in this world yet, so I don't have any of the snow either. I need to find, oh yeah, I still need to complete the diamond armor set. I wasted all of them, or I guess I didn't waste them, but you know, I used the rest of my diamonds that I had to make the chest piece and the helmet, and then the tool set and the block of diamond here. We're missing a snow block right there, missing a snowball right here, and then another item after the painting. I'm not quite sure what it is. And then we're also missing, oh, what are we missing after the cookie? Oh, the map, yes, but I took the map, right? Because I gotta show you guys something. And then we are also missing the last of the 2 C418 discs in this version of the game, which is C418-13. And that's just a matter of creating a little trap for the skeleton and the creeper, so I'm not too worried about it. But the reason why I have the map is because I want to discuss something with you guys, okay? We're going to go outside before we discuss it. Okay, I will do my best to keep this clear and concise. So in episode 1, I noted that when you look at the map, the little pointer in the middle, when you look to the north, that's where the sun rises, and when you look to the south, that's where the sun sets, as we can see right now. And I was down with it, you know what I'm saying? I was going to make a little fictional name for north and south. I even consulted the robot ChatGPT for cool little names and stuff like that. And it just got confusing. And I was building some of the expansions to Lumberland, and I was like, you know what? I am not going to pay attention to the map and what it has to say about the little pointer anymore. This is going to be west, that's going to be east, north, and south. So, oh, excuse me. Anyways, so henceforth, it's going to abide by the rules of real life and not the rules of Minecraft. So there you have it. Okay, before we check out the expansions to Lumberland and take the train there, I want to do 2 things. The first thing I want to do is eventually when it hits night, I'll go ahead and sleep in the bed in the casita over here. And then I also want to show you guys this cool little view of the south end of Lumberland. Look at it. Wow, very cool. Oh, and the sunset too. Ooh, very, very nice. And you get the cool view of the lighthouse over there, and the clock tower, and the wall that surrounds the oak tree farm, and the bridge, and everything like that. I think it looks super cool. So let's bask for a second. Ooh, nice. Oh, and the police boats too. Look at that. Wow. Gotta get that Reddit karma. Oh, hey, check this out. Infinitely lit furnaces. Yeah, I mentioned that way back in episode 1, and I finally did it. Because, you know what? Casita has a special place in my heart. I really love this place, you know? All right, we are going to go back down to the metro, and we're going to take the train to Lumberland, and I'm going to show you guys some of the expansions that I made. And here's the thing, okay? Super busy holiday season, and I also hope that everybody else had a wonderful Christmas, Hanukkah, holiday, whatever you celebrate. I hope you guys had a good time with your family, eating yummy food, opening presents, whatever you guys do for the holidays, right? And I know I had a super busy holiday and I did not have a lot of time to play this Minecraft world, but I did do some cool stuff and I'm excited to show you guys. But there is some stuff that I mentioned last episode that I just have not gotten around to, but I do want to this coming month, right? Hopefully. We'll talk about that. But we are going to take this train as if we were going to go to the sand outpost, and we're going to get a little sneak peek at what we've been building. Yeah, so we're going up on North Lumberland, which is the residential area. Very nice. So this is the North Lumberland train station, a little stop here, and you got to manually do it. Maybe I'll do like a little stop, a lever or something that makes it so that you can stop here, but I don't think it's that bad to just break the minecart. Anyways, getting on a tangent here, we got some symmetrical design here. I think it looks pretty all right. I like how it turned out. I do got to decorate the railway. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put oak planks on the sides here and keep the cobblestone underneath the rails. And I think that'll get the job done. And then eventually I do want to decorate the tunnel that goes towards the sound outpost, but we're just not there yet. But we're going to go out this right door first, and we have the residential area. Very cool. We got the tower we're going to check out later. And so what I've done is I've used two different design for houses. I've used this design, which is, you know, the classic half timber design. Just made some boxes and some different shapes around as a foundation for the oak planks, and then just jutted out with the oak logs here, and then, you know, the support beams with the fences. It's super, super simple. And then just some very, you know, slanted slopes here. Or what's the word? The opposite of steep. I don't know. Anyways, we got this right here, which is like a little rambler cottage. And this is mainly sandstone. And then we also use sandstone on the second floor here, as we've been using sandstone a bunch in Lumberland. And I won't bore you by going in all of the houses and show you guys in the interiors and everything like that. So I'm just going to show you guys two of them, which is the 2-story building right here and then the 1-story right here. They're all pretty much the same. The 2-story buildings consist of some decorations and some table and chair on the first floor. And then when you go upstairs, you get the little fireplace / oven / kitchen. And then in the 2-story buildings, it's separated into 2 rooms. And one of them is the bedroom, right? So you got a little table, got a nice little view here. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I love that. Wait, check it out. All right, let's check out this little cottage rambler here. And everything's right when you enter the door. Got the bed, got the bookshelf, chairs. And this is a fire hazard. The table's in front of the fireplace, so we're going to have to call somebody about that. And then check this out. I love this. This was totally accidental, but I really love how it turned out. This avenue that we're on, which is Bark Avenue, it has this perfect view of the clock tower. And I love the lore implication, which is that, you know, you got a bunch of lumberjacks and workers and municipal people that live up in these houses. And in the morning, you know, they step outside and they're like, oh, what time is it? Oh, looks like it's 4 p.m. like it always is. But maybe they can just use their imagination to know what time it actually is, or they can look up at the sky, right? So that's pretty cool. And then if we go down towards the clock tower, we get a little fork in the road here. There is going to be another road that goes down the stream here. This is a man-made stream. We'll talk about that in a second. But we have this one to the left that goes towards the birch tree farm right here. And then this one to the right goes to this little tunnel that I built before. You can either go up these stairs to just go to the mining outpost building, or you can go underneath the tunnel. And this takes you to the Lumberland Inn right here, and then also Senior Pumpkin's taco truck. Very cool. Anyways, like I mentioned before, this is a man-made stream right here, and I made a little waterfall that's at the base of the tower that we're going to go check out later. And then the stream just runs down this way, and then the idea is once I complete it, of course, it is going to wrap around the birch tree farm wall here. It's going to go down and into this big giant body of water, which I haven't named yet, which is surprising because Gugus Island is on that place and then Lumberland surrounds it. So I don't know what to call the sea yet. If you have any suggestions, let me know. All right, we're going to get back onto Bark Avenue here, and we're going to go up to the intersection, which is Timber Street. And Timber Street is one of my favorite streets here because you got the bridge that goes over the stream. And when you stand at the bridge, you get the perfect view. Oh, you got the sheep playing in the water like they always do. It's just such a classic, you know what I'm saying? And then I try to do some decoration with the sugarcane. I think I could do a lot more though. I've seen a lot of beta Minecraft YouTubers do the thing where they do sugarcane and leaves, and sometimes they'll grow some wheat and just leave it along the side of the river to give some decoration. So I think I could do, you know, a better job at decorating, but I think it gets the job done. But the color balance with the sugarcane is, I don't know, there's just something off about it. I think it still looks nice, but I don't know. I do care a lot about that. Speaking of beta 1.7.3 YouTubers, I want to give a specific shout out to Jaguar and Boxblair and ZX. You guys left some comments on my videos and you guys took the time out of your day to check out my YouTube videos. I super, super appreciate that. So go check them out, guys. They're super, super cool and they're huge inspirations. And I hope to collab with them very soon, especially Jaguar, who has expressed that he wants to. So I'm super excited about that. Okay, let's continue here. So we got the little Rambler here, the same as we got over here. Some of them are different shapes. I mean, they're just ever so slightly different in their designs, but they're the same kind of model. Does that make sense? But yeah, we don't need to go in there, but we will go into the North Lumberland Credit Union, which is their little bank. We got the waiting area right here, some tables, and then, or I guess not tables, these are chairs. This is a desk. This is a chair for the receptionist and the bank teller. Got some documents right here. And then this is the vault. There used to be a bunch of stuff in here. This is like the main storage room that I was using, but I've since used a bunch of stuff and I'm also carrying a bunch of that in my inventory because I've been using a bunch of that stuff. So yeah, stuff like, you know, wood, glass, and, or I guess there's not any of that, but it's in my inventory. You get it. And then I don't like the bank manager's name. It used to be Miss Beatriz. Like here, this is what I'll show you. This is what it was. It used to be this. It used to be this bank manager, Miss Beatriz. And I just didn't like that. So then I changed the name to Britellini. And I don't like that either. So we're going to make something up on the fly, which is what I usually do with my fictional names in this world. I wanted to start with B. I don't know why. Billiana. Sure. Okay, now we're going to check out the library here, which is on Tower View Avenue. And Tower View Avenue is called that because you get a view of the tower. Very, very cool. And oh yeah, you got this little, you can't access this area, but you know, the idea is it's a little garden. But then you have the library right here. And this is a weird looking building. This is supposed to be like a book. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so when you go up in here, Lumberland Library and Books, you got some cool stuff. So I did this thing with the painting underneath the windows. Oh, and I did a chandelier too. And oh, I'm missing some glass. We got some glass in our inventory. We might be able to fix it right now, actually. Let's do that. Very nice. Woo! What's that? You already know the story. Okay, anyways, now it's fully complete. There you have it. Chandelier, paintings underneath the windows, tables and chairs, books assorted. Very, very cool. And then you have the front desk here, checkout and book drop. Get a Lumberland library card. And you got the library cards in here. So I showed my wife this, and she's like, Dune Parnitz, why did you not use... Also, Dune Parnitz is not my name, obviously. But Dune Parnitz, why aren't you using pieces of paper? And I was like, you know what? You are so right. I don't know. I guess these just look more like cards than paper does. But I think she's right. I think I will switch it to paper. Okay, I was going to go out this way, but we're actually going to go out the other way here. And this street is... I can't remember what this is called. Oh, Timber Circle. Yes. So there's a little circle that connects back with Timber Street. And this right here is the Green Thumb Bar and Grill. This is the nightlife here in North Lumberland. So you go up in here and you got the little bar with some bar stools, chairs. Maybe these are like drinks and bottles and wine or something like that. Or maybe not alcohol. I don't know. Does alcohol exist in my world? Probably not. Anyways. They're watching some sports. Very cool on the big screen TV. You know that this is the big game right here. And then we got some more tables and chairs. And then, oh, I like this design right here. When you look in the bar, check it out. It's not symmetrical, but it looks cool. I like, also, this is kind of like a little gradient idea. You know what I'm saying? Got the darker painting and you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then I like how the Green Thumb looks. I mean, it's just like overgrown. And I've wanted to do kind of an overgrown style, like village almost, but I decided to just test it out with this. I was going to do like a green wool roof, but I decided to go with the sun roof. And then also I felt as though there was enough detail already with the overgrown vines that were going on the building. So I just decided to leave it at that, right? And then we got this building right here. And most of my churches, actually all three of the churches that exist in this world, are just weird looking buildings, man. I don't know. They're just not conventional. But that's okay. I think it looks okay. And also I'm missing some leaves right here. So we're going to patch that up too. So that's where we come over here. Go over to the credit union and we're like, hey, I'm going to rob you. And oh, excuse me. And then I'm gonna take some leaves here. 1, 2, 3. And then like, okay, I just took 3 of your leaves. Have a good day. And then, or night. And then I'm gonna go over here. And then I'm gonna boom, boom, boom. Okay, now we can go into the now completed North Lumberland Community Church. Very cool. And I love the interior here. Got some cool little paintings right over here. You know, maybe this is the, what do they call it? Priest. And then you got chandelier. And then you got some, whatchamacallits? And then you got, then you got the altar. Hey, what the fuck is up, you guys? What up, y'all? All right, before we check out the tower, which looks very pretty in the night sky, we are gonna go up inside this building and we are gonna utilize the bed. Okay, let's go check out the tower. Super, super cool. All right, I just love how this looks. It's super awesome. So, we got this little bridge that goes over here to the left, and then there's also something over here, the dungeon, that we're gonna check out too. So this goes, excuse me, above the stream. Got that cool little spring waterfall scenario. Excuse me, nothing too crazy. And then if we go up here, the staircase, we got the tower. Looks very cool. And now this is the highest point in the world that I have going on here, the country dune, as it were. And it's not super complete right now, but the idea is the staircase goes up and up and up and up, and then you get a super, just fantastic view of Lumberland. It is perfect. You know, you got all the buildings here in North Lumberland neighborhood, some other buildings that we're going to check out soon, and then some other plot of land that we're going to talk about soon as well. And then just off in the distance, you can see some of the silhouettes of the municipal island, and you can even see the clock tower over there. Gugus Island is too far away, but the idea is, you know, you can look past one of these windows and you can see a bunch of the world. And over here is where I want to build that big, you know, log cabin or lodge scenario in front of this lake. And then I also want to build a little town that has this cove right here. And you can even see the railway that goes towards the sand outpost. So it's pretty cool. I really like how it turned out. And the design of the tower, I just kind of wing it, if I'm going to be completely honest. But I tried to do the thing where it's like, you know, you start small on the bottom and then you grow in size towards the top. So that's kind of what I did. Did some detail with the trapdoors and everything like that. I think it turned out pretty all right. Tried to make it look as least phallic as I possibly could, right? All right, we're gonna go across the bridge over the stream and we're gonna go to the right path, which goes towards the dungeon. And I did not know this before. And oh, I got this little fence post blocking the water from going over here. Anyways, we have this dungeon over here and it is an actual dungeon. It is a spider dungeon. So I'm going to consult the popular Minecraft YouTuber Monster for a spider farm tutorial, and we'll make something out of it soon. And yeah, that's kind of it for Lumberland, if I'm going to be completely honest. At least the expansions that I've made. Lumberland is nowhere near complete. And we're going to go on the other side of the North Lumberland train station, where there's a couple buildings that I want to show you. And I also want to talk about my future plans. But I really just haven't had that much time to play the game. But I think this is pretty good. I think it turned out good. And I really like how cozy it is around here. It's just classic. It's nothing crazy, nothing you haven't seen before. But I think it goes pretty well. All right, let's go check out what we've been building over here. So, these are the sentient houses. And the story is I built this house first before I built anything in North Lumberland, right? I built this house first because I was using this as a base of operations for terraforming what is soon to be the big industrial complex for the Department of Watercraft and the rest of the docks and some more ships and boats and everything like that. And then also the ship manufacturer / repair plant. And then maybe some more downtown buildings like some shops and other stuff like that, right? So I was using this house, the friendly man-looking one over here with the blue eyes. And I had built it and I was using glass windows in place of the mouth and the eyes. And it honestly looked like this creepy looking face when I was walking down this path right over here, coming from the oak tree farm in Municipal Island, right? And I was looking at it and I was like, okay, it's creepy, but I'm going to go all in on the whole face thing. and I'm going to make it look like a face. So I got the little smiley face here with the wool and the nose here with the eyebrows. And then I decided I don't want to make this character house lonely. So I gave him a little wife. Oh, so sweet. So cute. Okay, so let's see what their names are. Their houses, right? So their surname is House. Mr. Wumpy House. Very cool. And then I don't think the wife has a name just yet. No, she doesn't. She's nameless, and she's also missing some repairs right now, you know? And also there's no interior in the wife house right now. So if you have a suggestion, I don't have a sign on me. Actually, you know what? Let's do what we did before. Let's make a cool name, right? Boom. Sign. Boom. All right. Check it out. Who is this? This is Mrs. Wumpy, and I like Juniper. Miss Juniper House. Wumpy and Juniper. I don't know. There's just something about it. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, if we go inside here, eventually what I want to do is I want like a different ladder to go up to an attic, and the attic is going to have like an amalgamation of netherrack and pink wool, and it's going to be Wumpy House's brain. But this is not really decorated, and then everything down here is just placed super haphazardly. This is, I mean, it's just so unorganized in these chests, but, oh, and then this chest right here is where I've been putting the majority of my dirt. And that's not all, but most of the dirt that I've been mining in this big giant plot of land, which still isn't done just yet. But this is where I want to put the Department of Watercraft right here. Right next to it, I want to have the ship manufacturing plant / repair shop scenario. And it's going to connect with the water with a little garage so that ships can get repaired and everything like that. And then on the other side of this buildings, I want to kind of fluff up Lumberland once and for all. And, well, I guess not once and for all, because this is a pretty sprawling town, if I'm going to be honest. It's, I mean, it's a city. It's pretty huge. Look at it. Yeesh. It's crazy. Anyways, I do want to add some more stuff over here to the north. The Lumberland, I guess the, what is it called? The Industrial District. Yes, that's what we'll call it. And then I do want to build some more ships. I talked about that before, but I want to have this whole dock with ships that come from other places too. I want to have a ship for Senior Pumpkin, and I have to decide where Senior Pumpkin comes from because I want him to come from a certain place, right? I've thought about some names and some ideas, maybe like a place that's themed around the ingredients that typically go on a taco. So there's like a big giant thing of lettuce and a big giant, you know, avocado and, you know, tomatoes and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so there's just a bunch that we can do here, and there's a bunch that I still have yet to work on. And I think the main focus is obviously just going to be this area, making it look all nice and adding those buildings. The main two buildings being the Department of Watercraft and the repair shop, like I keep saying, right? And yeah, that's kind of it for what I've been doing this month. And I wanted to talk more about what my plans are for 2026. Obviously, I want to grow the channel, and I would really love to spend some time on this channel to make some more content that's not just monthly. You know, I want to make more common content. I obviously want to do some collabs, especially with Jaguar. We've talked about doing some cool stuff, and maybe some other people too. So if you want to, you know, just hit me up, you know, I'll never say no. And I have some other ideas, some ambitious ones. I just want to make more content. That's really what it boils down to. And I guess I'll just end it off by saying thank you guys yet again for all the support and all the love that you guys give. And yes, I'll say it one more time. Make sure you subscribe. We're almost hitting triple digits. Oh, as far as triple digits go, when we hit 100 subs, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I want to do a special or something like that, but I'll make a little something for you guys because I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot to me. And gosh, I don't really know what else to say other than I hope you guys have a good day, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Peace.